Okay. What's up, folks? So I am trying the. There we go. This is just another check for video quality. This is ES for the day. Again, this is a check for video quality as well as the stream. So I've got the audio. That's good. Let's see the video. It should be at the 1080 now. Yeah, okay, it's coming in at 1080, so that's good. Now the question is, can I still operate the Tradestation platform and do my coding and everything like that while still having no lag and no issues with performance? So I'm just going to go over what I looked at this morning. Okay, so what I looked at this morning, I had to go back and I was telling you that looked like the short. What I did for the script on the long seemed to be pretty good, right? And then I said, all right, I'm just gonna flip this and I'm gonna do it for the short. Turns out the short doesn't work quite the same, and that's okay. So what I did was I just muted out the short part, So I still have the long part. Another thing that I had to do was after coming up, and so when you're doing this, when you're trying to figure out what your strategy is going to be like, when you're trying to figure out how your strategy should perform, if you saw what I did yesterday, I came on and I had a performance graph, and then I saw areas in the performance graph look kind of weak, and then I pinpointed those areas. So what I did here was, so I want to have two windows open. So I've got usually I have a higher time frame window open, like a daily or a 15-minute, 5-minute, something like that, larger time frame, so I can move through my timeline fairly quickly. See, I can drag here, move through my timeline fairly quickly. But then down here, this window is the window that I actually have the script on, the algorithm on, for automation. And so this is the curve after I got done making changes and everything. So it looks pretty good. Let's see here. Yeah. All right, so what happens if you get a curve as you go ahead and have entries onto your chart? If you see a big drawdown area or something like that, or some area that you want to correct, or some area that you need to go look at, you just kind of click on it here and you'll see that date 5/1, 5/2, 5/3, and say I wanted to see if I can do anything about that 5/3 right there, this drop here, or maybe this drop here. This drop may be more aggressive. Okay, so this right here, this time frame is 5/1. Okay, so then I get this out of here, come back over here. I go to the higher time frame up here, which moves a lot quicker as far as the scale. So I try to find 5/1. It's right here. Oh, and that's probably why, because there was a huge run up, and so it obviously allows for a huge drop down. So I'd go do a global position with the T, and then just click on that up here, and then it moves the global position down here as well. So once I get it down here, I can take the global position off, drag it to where I want it, right double click, and then that enlarges the screen, and then I can scale out. All right, so that was a buy there. That was a good one. And then here's the loss, right? So there was a nice rejection here. It was at the 200 EMA. Not a bad idea, right? And it came down to this level here, right? It came down to this level here. So not a bad idea to go long, but it just failed. And And maybe I could put something into my script to say, all right, well, when it starts failing, when it can't make maybe 2 closes above the 9, then I should go ahead and exit then. That's a good idea. Make a note. So we'll put for possible exit. So verify that, and then all right, so that's pretty much what you do. Okay, so this is the performance graph, and the returns is 58% profitable, $5,800. Now this is a longer period of time, right? So what I was looking at yesterday and the other day was pretty much a shorter time frame, which was about 2 weeks or so. And in 2 weeks it was making $3,000, but it had a lot of ups and downs, which, you know, to be expected. But this is almost a year. This is almost looking back a year. So I made it so that it's a little bit more. There's a little bit more discernment in the trades that it takes, trying to find the best trades and leave the rest alone. Right. So that being said, here are the trades that it took. And it breaks down, gives you the efficiency of all of them. So, like I said, on that account, would have made 100% return. And yeah, on that account, I would have made 100% return. So, again, my idea though, so what I want to do is, yeah, if you put your own money on it, it's going to be 100% return, right? My idea, instead of putting my own 2,000, well, and I do plan to put it on my own account to automate and that kind of thing. But instead of making 100% on $2,000, my idea is to be in a prop firm where I have like a $50,000 or $100,000 account. And so now when I'm taking these trades, I'm making $100,000 in a year instead of $5,000 in a year. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, different strategies, but we'll just keep pushing along. All right, so I think that's all I really wanted to show you for today. Oh, and so a couple of other things I did that I made changes to this strategy was that if you see, you notice that I have another data stream down here. All right, I'm gonna see if I can clean that up because I have the daily data stream down here, and I found, trying to move up there now. I found that we needed to. I found that for some reason, on the daily time frame, this strategy worked pretty well from here back to here. Somewhere in here, from here back to here. This script did not work as well on the rest of this time through here. Is that right? I think that's right. Let me see. And if that's the case, let's see. So essentially what I did is I said that because it didn't work well when the price was over the 9, essentially what I said was that the price that this is the strategy. Oh, here we go. Data stream 2 is the daily time frame. So I said that the middle of the bar, you know what? That's not gonna work. don't think. So I said that the middle of the bar has to be greater than the, the middle of the bar has to be less than the 9-period moving average. So the middle of the bar has to be less than the 9-period moving average of the daily chart. And also I said that the high has to be greater than day H. Well, day H is equal to the time at 9:30. So essentially, when institutional trading starts at 9:30, I took the time there, or excuse me, I took the high of that bar and assigned it to this variable. So then I said that when we're saving these values here, when we're looking for these bullish moves, those bullish moves have to be above the high. So it just means that the chart is moving in an upward direction, right? Doesn't mean it's going to stay that way all day. It just means that at least at the point where we're starting to consider taking entries, the chart is at least above the high of the day. Okay, and the only thing I'm thinking about when I'm looking at this is I'm saying that the mid bar of data 2 has got to be less than the 9-period moving average. Well, the issue there is that, we technically need the middle. Well, yeah, that's right, because data 2 on the daily time frame will not have a because we don't have the script set up to execute entries and to use data while the bar is not being formed yet, while it's in play, intra-bar kind of a thing. This can only consider the data 2 bars. The daily time frame can only be considered when the daily time frame bar has been completed. And when today is May the 9th, so you don't have a May 9th bar yet. So the only bar that you can be looking at is the bar before it, which is, May 8th bar. So I wonder how that works for Mondays. Because Mondays, I guess even though but there's no Saturday trading, so Saturday doesn't show up as a empty gap. It uses Friday's day, so I guess it would use Friday. Okay, all right, so that's all right. Okay, yeah, so this is it. I think this is a good script, and I need to name it something. All right, so let's see. Let's go back. Come back here. This is our final presentation of it. All right, and then what I wanted to do was get rid of these daily bars. You see how the daily bar is down here? This bar right here. Huh. But again, this bar is starting to be formed, but it's not complete. But still, the midpoint of the bar is under the 9. So if the mid part of the bar is under the 9, while it's in creation or being created, then it will take a trade. But if the mid part of the bar starts getting above the 9-period moving average on this daily time frame down here, then it won't. So let's do this. Let's add a. So I've got a hotkey, right? So indicator, we're going to add a moving average, exponential moving average. Moving average, exponential. I don't need 2. Let's go with 2 lines then. We'll go with the fast. We'll do a fast input will be a 9. Slow will be 200. We actually don't need the 200 though. So fast is going to be a black line. Slow is going to be a red line. That's just how I have them on my charts. Alright, and their lines. And then this scaling wise needs to go down to based on the second data stream. Okay, and then we don't need to update tick by tick. Hit that. All right, where's that? Where's that? Average inputs, fast and slow. No alerts. It's a line. Let's make it a little bit thicker. I don't know. Scaling wise though, same as underlying, and this will be for the second data stream. So it should go down there. Let's force it down there by putting no axis and then putting it on subgraph 2. Or we'll just say right axis, because either way it's going to follow the same axis. If we try to drag this axis over here, this is the axis for the actual ticker. Hopefully it'll drag them both. Nah, see, it changed it. So it took away the daily axis from the ticker, and now it's just going to be applied to the moving average. There it is. Okay, so it's at the top and the bottom. Interesting. See that? Here, for the daily time frame, this is your 9-period moving average, and this is your 200-period moving average. Interesting. So right now, on the daily time frame, this candle is touching both the 9 and the 200 EMA. Let's go and verify that. Nah, because we didn't, when we're dragging it, remember, we lost the axis on the ticker. Now this is only the axis for the study. So that's why I want this axis over here, scaling, be the right, subgraph 2, right? And then this axis here should be same as underlying, referencing 2. You know what? It probably is, right? So it looks like it's gone. We're like, where's the 9 EMA? Where's the 200 EMA? Well, I'll tell you where it's at. It's way away from it, right? So when you scale out, there you go. Okay, so when you scale out, you see the 200 EMA is way below, and the price is above the 9 EMA as well. Okay, so that being said, we know that our script is only going to take hang on. All right. Yeah. So this he said that the price said that the high's got to be over the open, and then we said that as far as the far as the daily time frame, that the daily time frame needs to be less than the 9 period moving average. So that being said, here's the 9 moving average here, and I guess it's not going to take any trades in through here. It's not. You see, there's no trades throughout here. And if we zoom on back, we're looking for trades, we're looking for trades, we're looking for trades. We don't see any trades. We don't see any trades. This 9 is starting to get close to the, yep, you see it here. All right, so the 9, so the price is getting closer to the 9, the black line. And so now it is taking trades. All right, keep going back. The bar is under the 9, and so we are taking trades. So, like I said, that being said, with us being this high above the 9 period moving average, this script is not valid for today. It likely won't be valid for today at all. So don't expect for this script to give any signals on today. However, well, we're taking the entries. However, the what I use to create the script with can still give us signals, because I didn't tell that one to Eric's market. So this one would need to be the same thing. I mean, I could make it so that it would give entries for the day, but again, if that's not tried and true, then why even use it? Because we're greedy. Because we want every little drip drop. So I'll try to make another indicator that will work a little bit more frequently, but it's not this one. This one has specific criteria, and when it hits, it's gonna hit. So we're gonna copy this out of the strategy, bring that into the actual indicator, add on. Date, was it day H? Because I added day H. Okay. All right, so now let's clean this up, because a lot of this stuff we put in here just to help us get through making the indicator. So let's clean it up. All right. We don't need to plot all these greens when we are getting. Essentially, when we find this bull that breaks up, nice bullish strength, we got a blue cross there. We don't need that. When we get a bearish drop, we don't need that. So we don't need those blues and those reds. So, and we don't need the green as well. Plot 2. Get that plot out. Get this plot out. This plot out. Where's the blue coming from? Where's the blue? Where's the blue? Blue 22. Go find, and then we're gonna type in blue. Is that another indicator? Pull back 9 and 5. Oh, That's one that I created quickly last night. That's just when the 9 crosses over the 25 EMA. The 9 crosses over the 25 EMA to the upside, blue cross. When it crosses to the downside, red cross. But you see, like yesterday, you said, oh yeah, well, it worked pretty good. You went ahead and went long there. Okay. Here, it worked fair. You would have went short there. Okay. Here, it went blue. You're like, all right, go long. No. It went red, go short. Okay. And then here, go red, go short. Okay. Blue, you would have got chopped up. So, all right, so what I have left, ooh, not bad though. All right, I don't know. I'm torn now because we were talking earlier about leaving the indicator so that it only shows up when you have those indications over the, when your daily time frame is under the 9 and it's actually an accurate representation of you taking, getting this kind of profit. But it did give us some good indications yesterday, so I think I may want to leave that. So you see, like here, the bear, it fired properly. Here, the bear, it fired properly. Here, the bears fired properly. Bears here did not there either. So, but the bulls tend to fire a little bit better. Like I say, if you're using it for like scalping or for just kind of getting in and out, I think, and you're looking at, market dynamics, price action, then you might do okay. Whereas this isn't set up to look at all that. Not just yet. I hadn't made it that complex. I think it's complex enough. I'm trying to work through it. But so if I was to change this back, and I might need to put an input on it so I can just switch it easily. Yeah, I'm gonna make an input. Just gonna say it's gonna be called Algo Ready. I'm gonna start using an input that's called Algo Ready. And Algo Ready will mean, if it's true, it'll mean that it will have all these other components added to it to make it more, to make it a leaner script. Okay, so Algo Ready will need to incorporate. So if this high is greater than day H and the mid bar is greater than the 9-period moving average, cut that, paste that, get rid of this, put that and that, then Algo Ready equals true, else Algo Ready equals false. Boom. Okay, so now we need to go down here and also put if Algo Ready. Right? No. If Algo Ready. I feel like I need to make let's see, so that's gonna be true as it is. So when I take this out and then I redo this, what are you talking about? If high is greater than day H and wait a minute, do I have day H in here? I don't. Yes, I do. I haven't defined day H though. To 0930, then high day H equals high. Okay, I gotta definitely define it. And then if high is greater than day H and mid bar of data 2 is less than 9 period of data 2, then algo ready equals true. I don't know why it doesn't like that. Still doesn't like that. This word cannot start a statement. And you're like, why can't it start a statement? Because it is a variable, right? It's a variable. You want to be able to change it. But you can't change an input. You only change the input from the chart. Change the input from the chart over here. When you go to edit studies, and then you go to something, you can change the input here. You can't change it within the script. So if I want to change it within the script, it needs to be a variable, and that's why it's giving me that. So I want to turn it on. If algo ready equals true, then that condition needs to be in the mix. Okay, so I think I may be overdoing it, but I think I might need to add one more condition. Have I used condition 1 yet? Yes, I have. Alright, let's make one called condition 2. Let's make sure I haven't used it, and I have. Okay, let's make one called condition A for condition algo. Make it false. I'm just kind of trying to think about it as I go. So if algo ready equals true, then begin. If condition, if these things then condition A equals true, else condition A equals false. If algo ready equals false, then again condition A equals true. So this is saying if algo ready equals true, so if we do want to be very if we want to have a lot more conditions, we want to be very specific. And algo ready equals true, then we will look at all these criteria of data 2. And if they're true, then condition A, condition algo equals true. If they're not true, then it equals false. And so you won't take those entries. But if algo ready is equal to false, then you still want to go ahead and take, for these things to show up so you can potentially take these entries. So if algo ready equals false, then again, go ahead and say it's true. Go ahead and say, yeah, there we go. Go ahead and say it's true. Then kind of equals true. Okay, I think that covers us. That covers us if algo ready is equal to true or if it's false. So now we just need to go in here and put algo ready. There we go. And if algo ready equals, no, not algo ready, con A. Boom. All right. So now we'll come back over here. All right. And you see how we have these bears here? Well, we don't have the bulls because we were making it so that the daily bar has to be under the 9-period moving average. Okay, so we can go here, go to Edit Studies. Now when we go to the script, which one was it? 24 pullback. This one here. Go to Status, go to Customize. And then for inputs, instead of it being false, algo ready being false, now we put true. And we put true, it should have shown up. I may have changed some other criteria in here. Alright, for simplicity's sake, let's just take this out and then verify it. Okay, so it didn't come up, so we changed something else in this script that prevented it from firing for the bulls. Oh, I know what it was. I made a lot of modifications between last night and today, so I don't know which of these is kicking it out. If it's Eric's Market, is it the Eric's Market one? What did you do? See. All right. Zoom in here, make sure. It should be firing right here. Oh, I think this, I have to look at the other one too. Open D. So I know that I changed this, so this might be the issue. So let's take this out, delete, verify. Nope, that didn't do it. is a thing though, because open D is referencing open of the day, and you know when you think traditional days open, you know, like 9:30, it's not talking about 9:30. It's talking about like when you're looking at futures. I'm pretty sure it's talking about 12 o'clock a.m. So the start of the day. So instead of using open D, we're going to use if time is equal to 9:30, we're going to use day H. Okay. All that work I did, and it's still, and now it's all lost. It's lost in the sauce. This is the fun part, guys. So when I pulled this back up, things should be lighting up green to say that it's the bull that we're going to use to look at when we come back. As we get this bull here, as the chart goes up and comes back down, we'll be looking at that bull. So that bull should be lighting up green. And it's not, so that means that this is not telling it to light up green. It is Eric's market. We had a bull of 1 ago. Nothing's lighting up green, so big problem here. Hive 1 is highs of 4. Hive 1 ago is greater than hive 4 ago, which is saying the same thing. Ticks is greater than ticks of 1 bar goes, so the volume of that bar is greater than the volume of the bar before it, and ticks this bar is less than the ticks of that bar, that bullish bar. And you know what? I must have took it off, taken it off, took it off, taken it off. All right, so there's 5-8. No, I didn't. It's back on. 5-8-24, that is this pullback indicator. Let's make sure that maybe the plots are just very small and we can't see it. All right, we have that set as true, so let's set that as false. That's going to be a problem. There we go. There we go. Okay, so remember, we changed our script so that it would be very specific. So in order to get this kind of curve here, we had to make sure that the script only took entries when the daily candle, see the daily candle? When the daily candle is under the 9, that's when it's okay to trade with this algorithm. And since this bar is not under the 9, you are not going to get any bullish signals on this day. So that's why we started this this extra condition here called Algo Ready. And so Algo Ready says that if it's false, then you can just go ahead and use any of those entries. You can see it, you can kind of day trade discretionary with it, use it as an indicator, but don't think that it's going to give you this type of result, because it's not that. But if you want to get this kind of result, then you need to be looking for these extra things: that the high is greater than the day high, that the mid bar of the daily bar is less than the 9-period moving average of the daily bar. So once we added that into the mix, that condition being con A, now we're here. But like I said, it wasn't showing up because it was still set to true. True means we're going to trade this like this Algo ready algorithm. Maybe I should call it automate ready. Yeah, because it's Algo either way. I'm gonna call it automate ready. And so essentially we're saying, no, I don't need it to be automate ready. I just need it to be, I just want to use it. And so if I just want to use it, then we get these entries here. Perfect. Okay. All right, so we can get rid of these screens. I knew something was screwy. All right. So if we don't need it to be automate ready, then we get this bool here. We can take that. We get this P2 bool here. We can take that. The P2 bears still come up, right? And I can set that as well. But we get this P2 bull here. We can take that. We get this P2 bull, take it, not take it, whatever. Get stopped out, that's fine. Got a bear there, got a bear there, bear there. The bears, I tell you, the bears do not work as well. But the bulls seem to do okay, especially like for scalping, that kind of thing. But if you do want to get that kind of curve and you need to exercise patience and more discretion to get in and get out when the algorithm says to, then you can't be getting in on a day like that day. Whereas it looks good, but the algorithm says, the back testing, the performance report, the optimization says it's not the best for that script. So we're going to take con A equals true, and we need to add that to that bearish part also. But actually, we're going to make this automate ready. Because I promise you, when I come back to this script 2 weeks from now, a month from now, 2 days from now, I'm going to look at it like a deer in the headlights, I promise you. And I'll have to sit down and spend an hour or 2 hours with it and just kind of figure out what I did. I'm not making myself notes along the way, which I could probably go back and do. But okay, so now verify that. All right, so now when we come back, on a day like yesterday, yep, just better get out of here then if we ain't gonna act right. Okay, so on a day like yesterday, when we do have these indicators coming up, if we go to edit studies and we do this pullback, and instead of it being false, automate ready being false, we want it to be automate ready true. And so we want to take the best trades, right? Then none of that shows up because all of these are because the candle is over. So if you have any questions, have any comments, put them in the chat, and hopefully we will get to them ASAP. All right, so like I said, this is mostly supposed to be a like a mic check and a clarity check. So I think it's okay. I think you guys can read that a lot better. But all right, I'll come up with another good script later, but give me some ideas of something. Like, obviously when I put this many hours and I have this much of my experience and my expertise into trading, I don't want to give everything away free. But if you want like a simple indicator that you want me to put together, I'm more than happy to do that. So just give me some ideas of what you're looking for. And like I said, the practice is good for me, but I'm by no means an experienced trader, by no means a professional programmer, by no means a financial advisor. So all this is just fun and games for me. It's YouTube, whatever, but it's real life for me. But this is just YouTube. But if you are interested in want me to do something for you or for the community, then kind of give me an idea, let me know what you're looking for, and I can put something together if it doesn't take the rest of my life to come up with it. All right, as for the rest of it, I'm Eric. I'm out. Peace.